Have you ever experienced that dull, achy pain that you get between your shoulders? It's a very common problem that we see in the clinic, and it's usually characterized by a deep, achy pain on either one side of the spine or the other between your shoulder blades. And usually the cause of this is a lack of mobility through the neck and the upper back, and a lack of stability down here in the lower trapezius muscle and in the deep neck flexors of your cervical spine or of your neck. And so I'll show you a few things that you can do to provide some temporary relief in the short term, but also help you to get some long-term benefit and to keep it from happening over and over and over again. So the first thing that you can do on your own is to try and do some deep neck stretches, one side or the other. And I'll show you how to do that real quick. So if you can tuck your chin and then bring your arm up to where you stretch it across like that, you'll get a deep stretch that goes all the way from the base of your skull all the way down to the corner of your shoulder blade. And that will give you a deep neck stretch in what we call the levator scapulae muscle, and that can help with some of that pain. The other thing that you can do is you can start to strengthen up your deep neck flexors and your lower trap. So let me show you how to strengthen up this lower trap first, right? Go ahead and go face down for me. So if you lay flat on the floor or on a table and you get your elbows back, hold your arm just like that, and then you're going to go ahead and keep your wrist up, and then you're going to go ahead and try and bring your elbows close together. You'll get like a deep cramp back here. Right, I'm just going to lift up your shirt. So you can see that muscle contract, and you'll hold it, keeping those wrists up. That really creates some stability in that lower trap and helps to support the shoulder blades and those ribs, and can provide some longer term relief if you can really strengthen up the lower trap muscle. Also the deep neck flexors. Go ahead and turn over for me. On your back. So these deep neck flexors, what happens with them is that if they get weak, you start getting this anterior head carriage where your ears go forward or anterior of your shoulders, and that puts a lot of strain down between your shoulder blades, and you get that deep knot in between there. So what you can do is you can lay on your back, you can tuck your chin, and then just lift your head a little bit off the table or off the floor, and you'll just hold it there for about 5 seconds. And you can see how he starts to shake. That's hard to do. Go ahead and relax. And then go ahead and flex again, and then hold it just a little bit off the table, just like that. Perfect. Keeping that chin tucked. That strengthens up these deep neck flexors, starts to put a little arch in your neck, and that will help relieve some of the tension that goes down in between your shoulders. So those are just a few little things that you can do on your own to provide some temporary relief, as well as some strengthening exercises that you can do to provide a little bit longer term relief. It's really a problem with mobility and stability, and so those are a few things that you can do to address both of those issues. One thing that we do in the office to try and address this mobility issue is through what we call an adjustment. So I'll just show you on Riker here, that deep cramp that you get between the shoulder blades, it's often a problem where the rib attaches into the spine. And so where that rib attaches into the spine, it ends up getting locked up or restricted. And so if we can get that movement restored, it can help provide some relief for you as well. So usually it's a gentle adjustment, just like this. Just relax here. He'll just relax here, and it's a nice little gentle adjustment right here through the rib. Good. You can feel that and hear that, but it just gets those ribs set forward and those shoulder blades set back, and that can help relieve some of that discomfort. So when you get that deep knot in there, the other thing that can be a problem, not only the ribs where they come from the spine out underneath the shoulder blade, also you can get some restriction in the lower part of the neck where it attaches into the upper back. And so we'll use an adjustment to try and free that area up. Go ahead and relax back. obviously after an exam, we can usually kind of figure out where that's tight. Riker's not too bad, but it's a gentle adjustment where we just let him relax his right into my right hand. He just relaxes a little bit of pressure. That's it. Good. And so it's a nice gentle procedure. Doesn't really hurt, but it gets that joint freed up between the cervical and thoracic junction. Get some mobility through there. We get some mobility through the ribs, as well as some stretching through there like we showed you. And then strengthening up these deep neck flexors in the lower trap can really help with some long-term success. So this is Dr. Barron with High Point Spine and Joint Center. If you have any questions, give us a call. Thanks.